5 key changes with embracing authenticity and vulnerability. Number 1, relationships. Relationships is the largest payoff authenticity and vulnerability has the ability to impact. The relationship at the core of every relationship and every interaction we have with the outside world. And that's the relationship we have with ourselves. When we can truly show up for ourselves, when we can truly say, I love me and I've got me, and I'm able to speak my truth no matter the forum, no matter the audience, no matter the perceived risk, then our life begins to change in ways we have likely only ever dreamed of. Once we come into honest relationships with ourselves, with who we are and our most expressed version, then our whole world and the relationships in it begins to shift. This shows up in our lives through the ability to communicate. When we communicate well with ourselves, we can communicate well with others. Better conversations with our partners, our peers, and our customers. We truly start to relate with the world in a deeper, more connected way. Number 2 is confidence. We become more confident, this ability to hold ourselves in our truth and to not have this ingrained need to be accepted by everyone in our world, because the only person we truly need to accept acceptance from is ourselves. That level of confidence, that level of belief makes the foundations to our lives unshakable. And I don't mean the kind of confidence you find in affirmation cards, in pretending we are less afraid and more confident than we truly are. I don't mean the type of confidence that is masked by our egos and is shallow, masked and unfounded by the voices in our head reminding us we are less than and that our past will catch up with us eventually. I mean the type of confidence that radiates from someone who knows who they are at their core, good and bad, that loves and accepts those parts and doesn't have to hide from themselves or the world anymore. There is no doubt this helps us with relationships both inside and outside the boardroom. For those of us with our ungrounded ego running the show, this can show up in closing bigger deals, working with more aligned clients, or asking that desired person on a date. We stop expecting the world to reject us when we stop rejecting ourselves. Number 3 is resilience. You know, that thing that everyone wishes they could have more of? The thing that people talk about bottling to build in their teams and to sell to the highest bidder. Well, when you become the storm, when you are unequivocally grounded in self-belief and self-love, you have this newfound ability to face the world, to hold on to faith that everything is working for you, that the whole world is conspiring with you for better days, better experience, and big fulfilling lives. So you become the storm. And you have the capacity to ride the waves to better days, to meet yourself in murky waters and do what it takes to continue to move in the direction of your most aligned life. We embody this in our lives by not giving up on that training we've been putting off, that project we've been delaying, or that career we've checked out of. We can truly start to show up for ourselves and our lives in bigger ways. Number 4 is compassion. Compassion and understanding becomes second nature when we come into alignment with who we are through the gifts of authentic vulnerability and authenticity. When we have had an opportunity to share ourselves in ways that perhaps we have not experienced before in our lives, there is a desire to create safe spaces for others to do the same. When we have freed ourselves from the self-imposed prison of our minds and the stories we have told ourselves about not being accepted, then we start to view the world in a lens of how can I share this gift with more people so they may experience the same freedom that I have by loving and accepting myself in these ways. This shows up in our ability to be able to hold deeper, more meaningful conversations and create environments, teams, and leaders that share the same ability to be able to be true with one another and accept others for who they truly are. Number 5, it's a biggie, it's a huge claim, inner peace. But there's a sense of calm and serenity that's found when you truly know yourself, your soul, and your life's purpose. How can being authentic and vulnerable unlock this, you ask? Because we are no longer conforming to society's request for our perfectly manicured perfectionism. We get to come home to ourselves. We get to build a relationship with the one person that we need a relationship with the most, ourselves. When we master the ability to be able to love ourselves no matter what's in front of us or behind us, we are able to step fully into our life path, call in the relationship that fulfills us, the businesses that sustain us, and truly tap into the big vision of a life we know is possible. It's not just about the success or the money or the connection. It's about full life alignment and giving ourselves permission to have it all.